Hello and welcome. What do stories say? I'm Dr. Pauline Beard, cultural bearer from the village of Buxton, Guyana. And as you know, I tell our stories, our family histories, our traditions, our whispered stories, and even the long forgotten, lost, and no longer practiced traditions. And what do stories say? Loud talk story. A village, we just talk about the yard. You see, yard for Guyanese is the area that surrounds the house, right? Everybody got yard. And so happen that in Buxton, people get family lots, so you get yard. You know, Americans, so you get some little squeaky yard. We get yard space, good space, but they can run. In Jamaica, when you talk about yard, yard can mean whole country. It can mean your space around your house. It can mean your community, them say, me go a yard. When we say we go a yard, it means our house lot or where we live. Let me talk sorry about yard. They get a thing does happen at village. That if you don't know village culture, you don't know one thing about village. Thing a pass over your head. Let me tell you this one. One day, one woman let me call she Elaine. Elaine come from one village. It can be Buxton village, it can be any village because it's a one Guyanese thing. Elaine did it. Elaine been get one set picnic and she husband dead left she. Right? So, you know when them thing that happen and you're struggling, so people are stuck, but you yes have a stark name. What do Elaine? She not go take nobody, our goat bite she, and them start for talk about Elaine. Me imagine, right? That scenario one. So, let me say Clarabella, proper talk up Elaine name. So Elaine ma wait pan she because you see this Clarabella who talk about Elaine, she's story bad, you know? She's story bad to tell. And Elaine get to give and win that she story. So this is the thing we want to talk about with you. This thing just called throwing hint. A village when you see a throw hint, that means you get kind of like ideas about what go on in people's life. Guyanese people and Buxtonian people, they get invested interest in people's personal affairs, and so they just throw hint. But I want to talk about the mechanism of hint throwing or the anatomy of hint throwing. So when Elaine gets a situation and them talk she name, that's part of the mechanism. So why you think Elaine go do back? She not go throw hint? So one day when Clarabella come down the road, Elaine pick up she bucket and gone by she come out. And she look out, well come out of the part of the kitchen where they just make the wood fire and they push out the window. But back in the day. So Elaine push out she mouth and she start for sing. I living with a man but me left me coat of me mother. I living with a man but me left me coat of me mother. You see when Clarabella here at the bunchy so till it proper bunchy because Clarabella been get one man what she live with, but she get one side man, one sweet man. And when she got this sweet man, near where Elaine live, she does so say, oh, she go carry the clothes what she get for she mother. So they use the mother as the excuse. But Elaine get wind of it and she down good with the hint. You see when Clarabella get that story? And the bunchy, that's the second part of the anatomy of hint throwing. Clarabella vex her till, but she can't answer back because she got to pretend like in a hint for she, but when the bun she good, she take up she clothes and she skin she beat to give Elaine. For y'all who know where skin she beat is when a woman pull up she dress or pull up she skirt and show she bare bottom. That is bad cuss in village. Bad in Guyana. I know about other places, but in Guyana, when a woman go show you she nether regions, underneath she skirt, that is bad cuss because it's not a case of just vulgarity, but it's supposed to shock you. It's supposed to shock you into understanding that what you do is so bad that the only response you can give is with your anatomy, your bare private anatomy. So you just go with the hint throwing. Take two. Let me say, Elena got none thing going on with she. She just spiteful. She hear the woman's story, but she want the woman to know that she know. There is something about women that they got to make other people know that they know something about them. So it could happen like this. Let's say Elaine and Shamak May been at market and they're buying and they're talking, and suddenly they see Clarabella come in. Elaine goes, I look so. And there is Clarabella coming. Elaine got turned to Shamak May. When Clarabella near reach, she goes say, girl, I living with a man and I left me clothes and my mother. And so them go bust laugh. That is hint throwing. But you see, the thing with throwing hint, it's not just a dropping at the hint, you know. It's not a knock, it's a knock back. Because when you see the knock back come, sometimes it just turn to fist. Then get big brawl in the street. Sometimes it don't be brawling in the street. It does be an ongoing abusing, a low grade abusing that going on all week, all month, all year. And this thing, they get a long conscience. So that's the anatomy of dealing with yard and yard people. Y'all know how they just throw hint, talk the thing. Sometimes it got to be unprovoked. Sometimes it does be worthy of commentary. But whatever it is, if you ever live in village in Guyana, prepare yourself. And for those of you who lived in a straw hint, talk the things. What really is the benefit of hint throwing? Is there really a benefit? I know it's hilarious, but the people who are the recipients of the hints, they must feel terrible. You know, it's a kind of abuse, I think. But in village life, it's part of the making of village. So those are some of the whispered stories that we have. So talk the thing if you know about hint throwing. Living with a man that left me coat and me mother. I are good.